Are you hoping to run a grain-free operation for your sheep and goats or other livestock? If so, there's some considerations that you may need to make. Stay tuned to find out more. Hey everyone, it's Tim from Linessa Farms, Specialty and Heirloom Livestock. Thanks for joining us again today. So the big question is, can I successfully raise my sheep and goats and other livestock on pasture or just on hay without giving any additional grain? And the answer to that is most definitely yes, but there are some drawbacks that you'll want to consider. So the first drawback that we want to consider is the nutritional aspect. A lot of grain and a lot of pre-made grains that you may see at the big box store or that you may even buy from us on Foundation Feed contain a lot of vitamins, nutrients, and other additional trace elements that are beneficial to these sheep and goats. If you're not giving them any kind of grain supplement, you're kind of at a deficit that you have to learn how to correct in some way, shape, or form. And with that being said, the best way to overcome this is to make sure that you're giving them a good quality free choice mineral. Now, we've talked about this before in the past when it comes to no grain operations. We don't have anything against no grain operations, but as you've heard me say many times in the past, a no grain operation or a all pasture operation or any kind of operation for that matter does not give you a free ticket to not supplement your animals. If anything, you will actually need to supplement them even more. A lot of the grain products that are out there, be it oats or corn or soybeans or a premix, have additional vitamins and nutrients, and if they're not getting it from there, they need to get it from somewhere. So what you may find if you're currently feeding grain and you're going to switch to a no grain operation is that you may very well end up having to give them more free choice minerals. If we're going to go away from grain and we're going to go to pasture only or hay only, we need to make sure that we're giving them the adequate nutrition they need. And the free choice mineral is the best way to do this. Now, here on our farm, we only put down as much mineral as we think they're going to consume in a day. So we just put down what we feel they're going to consume. We put it by their water. They eat up as much as they need, and then we're done. What do I think about the a la carte style, the buffet style minerals? I think they're a scam. I know some of you are going to be upset to hear me say that, and that's okay. Do I think that a sheep or a goat can tell the difference between the taste of cobalt, copper, selenium, so on and so forth, know when they need it, know what it tastes like, and know when to take it in? No, I don't. There's no studies, no evidence to support that they can tell the difference, and no studies and no evidence other than anecdotal evidence from the people that are trying to get you to purchase these products that say that this actually works successfully. You can get a very good pre-mixed or mix your own free choice mineral specifically for sheep or specifically for goats. That is what we recommend that you do. The next point we'd like you to consider is your overall protein intake. Now, when you're feeding your lambs or you're feeding your goat kids, especially from the time of birth till weaning, you know, here at Linessa Farms, we like to feed free choice creep. And again, we do feed grain to our animals. So if we weren't going to feed grain to our animals, and we've done this before, we've done some studies where we take twins, we separate them, we put one on pasture with its mom, no grain, we take one and we put them on free choice creep and raise them that way. This is of course after weaning. And we do notice that the animal that's on grain does grow significantly faster than the animal that's not. We run a meat-based farm for individuals that are going to be purchasing for the market weight animals. So we want to get these animals up to weight as fast as we possibly can. That way we can get them to market as fast as we possibly can. Our target weight is usually between 60 and 90 pounds for our lambs and for our goat kids. We can get them to weight much, much faster by feeding them grain. It doesn't mean that you have to. If you don't want to feed them grain, that's fine. I just want you to realize that it is going to take them a little bit longer to get up to weight than it's going to if you're giving them grain, simply because they don't have all of that added protein that's going into their system that they get from the grain. So you are trading one off for another, but if it's important to you not to feed grain, then we encourage you to do so. If you haven't checked out our website, please do, www.linessafarms.com and www.foundationfeed.com. We have lots of articles. We have links to all of our videos. We also have our online store where you can pick up all kinds of vitamins, nutrients, feeds, and other beneficial medications, especially toltrazuril. If you're not a member of our online forum yet, you can check us out. We are on Facebook. Do a simple search for Linessa Farms Tack Box. You can join us and about 800 other members in our private group where we discuss all things sheep and goats and have helpful links to many articles. Things are getting more expensive, especially since the pandemic. We have very expensive diesel fuel, the price of commodities is going up, and it's costing more and more and more to feed grain than it ever has before. Now, with that being said, it's also costing more to give minerals, it's costing more to buy hay. The price of everything is going up. But the cost of grain is a real issue that's affecting lots and lots of small farms. I personally would tell you that if you don't necessarily care how fast your animals are growing and you have the opportunity to feed them good quality hay and vitamins and nutrients that they need in another way, then by all means go ahead and do so without the grain. I think you can save a lot of money. Last thing I want to talk about is medications. You need to realize that many of the pre-formulated pellets and many of the grain products that you buy at the big box store or you even purchase from your local grain elevator are fortified or medicated for things like coccidia. You can get aromycin crumbles, various things that do perform extremely useful tasks on your farm, either helping to keep coccidia at bay, help treat other infections and disease processes. If you don't have medicated feed, you don't need to worry. You can still give medication even in your minerals. There's many mineral products out there that we sell on our website and others sell on their websites as well that can give you free choice minerals plus the medications that you need for things like coccidia. So again, don't fret. If you choose to go grain-free, you can still get the medications that you've learned to know and trust over the years.